into game two,
Okay,
Mazine
so
versus Lou.
I guess we'll never know what Mazine's third deck is.
Right. Third deck is secretly just mono blue.
Hmm.
So Mazine has a pretty good starting hand. He got the Axe Grinder, he got the Keen's Faithful, and the Bomb Slinger for like a tertiary play. Whereas Lou, how's Lou's hand? He would be
It's
looking for Deathwish Ghouls ideally, or Charger.
I think it's the bad side of acceptable. It's actually quite awkward when you start Outland Ranger and as player two because normally against aggro you want to double land forwards, like Desert Forwards Explore, but if you do that you can't gather with the 3-2, so it's pretty awkward.
Do you feel like that's the case though when your opponent's playing Red Rush?
Yeah, I would, because I don't want them to go double. Well, I normally don't want them to go double land Steamforge. Maybe it's fine because you had the answers here. But in general, I like disrupting their lands. And, I don't want to just go to one side. I normally want the land in front of me quite actively because it's so good for Kaleems,
I
for
think
Fanatics, etc.
I think Lou's actually ahead currently when he
Yeah.
trades in and
Oh, yeah, I
soul
think Blue's
drains.
ahead. So, I mean, he collected one, so basically he spent 4 mana to do this, and Mazine can't yet answer his Fanatic. In fact,
Right.
Luke could not even double collect potentially. So what is this? And
And Mazine
I'm
ended up with no Axe Grinder spot.
yeah. So maybe it actually worked out better for Lou. I don't know. I guess Red Rush was sort of stopping becoming a deck when we started playing yellows. So maybe uh maybe this play actually works out even better. But yeah, like Lou is incredibly far ahead. He has his choice of how to do this. Like he could double collect, he could trade and redrop Deathwish Ghoul.
You're happy if your Deathwish Ghoul kills off the 4-3, so I feel
Yeah,
like you just
I
double
would
collect
double land.
Deathwish.
Yeah, the same. Like
There
your
is there's a slight punish by if your opponent has Campfire, but that's like the only punish, right?
Well, I mean, if you play the Deathwish Ghoul and don't opt for the trade, then you take a lot of damage if they cipher the Deathwish Ghoul, unless you're willing to Lost Nightmare the Axe Grinder. So it's not totally free, but on the flip side, you're getting very ahead in mana while they do this. So if you do have, like, it's risky for them as well. If they do this, you take 6, but then you win Soldier could win Soldier the Axe Grinder, and you're still double collecting, and they're not collecting at all.
So Lou's taking the time to think this through. I know spectating Lou, we won't see any like really hasty plays. Lou's gonna take the time, make sure he does the optimal
Okay,
line each time. And
I mean,
I like this play. I think it's the safest play he could take.
yeah, like it gets his deserts faster, which lets him draw his cards faster. He doesn't have this problem where if he gets ciphered, he takes 1 million damage. So Mazine's just yeah, Mazine. It's pretty cool how Mazine's been playing this, just constantly trying to play on the opposite side from his opponent. Just try to play as controlly as possible with while also be playing on top of his opponent.
So do you step downright with the Ghoul to make a
Yeah,
desert and then
definitely.
win Soldier
Oh,
with Campfire?
yeah. The only question is where you want the desert. That's probably the best spot, right? Because it vampires everything.
Oh, you think you could just make a desert here and then not have to
Well,
step and
I
then
mean,
win Soldier?
I was wondering about it, but
Hmm.
oh wait, he can win so different face. We're both morons. Yeah, this was a way better line.
Well, no, hang on. You're calling me a moron. If he got the desert here, he has a vampire spot for all of these areas that
I
he could
guess.
potentially make units from.
Look at this glorious 4 lands they're setting up double collectors. No, actually,
I don't
I mean,
know
I
if
guess
this is necessarily better though.
no, maybe you're right because you need 5 deserts total, so those are definitely 4 of the deserts you want. But was it the deserts you needed this exact turn?
It'd be really funny if he made the desert here now and just had the whole line.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
But
Um,
he's actually a bit worried, right? Because Outland Ranger could potentially start out harvesting what
yeah,
Lou has on the board.
yeah, it's really cool actually how Mazine plays this matchup.
Okay, so what if you desert here, step over, and then Windborn Champion and push it over here?
I think I would desert where you wanted it last turn, step the Deathwish School over, then Windborn Champion um, at the bottom left and pull his 3-1 to deny double collecting that way.
Oh, so you want to develop champion here and push the
Yeah,
3-2 up?
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So the way,
So Lou said, you know what, hey, I don't want to harvest here, I just want to get my creature closer to trading. Hmm. It's punished by any low
it,
damage ping.
it's punished by removal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with my line, could he... No, the 3-2 couldn't have gotten away from the Death Wish, so I think Lou's line was technically just incorrect compared to pulling the 3-2. Like, it's a minor thing, but if you pulled it,
Oh,
the
you
5-5
think it's
could
actually
always...
just better to step here and then pull
Yeah,
this instead?
yeah.
You're right, you're right. It is a better technical play.
Mm,
Because even if your opponent has removal, he then only gets to collect once and step over
yeah, and the
instead of double
5-5 could
collect.
kill it.
Right.
Oh, that was a very nice top deck for Lou, because he's got enough mana, but he needs to draw cards, and previously he would have had to make a land.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he could still make a land, but I think we'll
I
just see
think you
him
draw.
draw. Yeah, and then Soul Drain. Okay, and now this is really good for him. But this playstyle from Mazine, it's not how people normally play Red Rush, and I think it's much better. Like this style where you just try to sort of box them in with your lands, pressure them constantly, but also just be double collecting if you can. Like it's quite because the whole problem is just getting outmaneuvered. But if you can block them with lands enough that they can't outmaneuver you, you do have all these insane scaling cards in an econ game.
Yeah. With Red Rush, you're actually not necessarily incentivized to hit the orb because you don't have anything that benefits from doing that outside of your opponent just dying. So
Which is a pretty
harvesting
big
is usually
incentive.
better.
I mean, killing the opponent's quite nice, in fairness. Oh, this is interesting. So he's just dropping 2 creatures, but he can do that because he's still on 20 damage, 20 life, and as mentioned, red can't actually punish. Oh, I would have gone into the Worlds with the 3-1 as well, though. Like I don't even think that's greedy when you have Last Nightmare. But yeah,
Going
like
into the walls? Wait, what do you mean?
with the 3-1 on the right, I think he could have just set it up to double collect and demanded that Mazine answered it.
Oh, I think he was hoping to trade both Death Wish into this.
I mean, maybe, but he doesn't even need to. And it won't happen unless he gets a push, because yeah, like if that's Mazine's best option, he does exactly this.
Fair enough.
Like Lou gave up, I think, at least 2 mana, which could have been, which would have let him like double Last Nightmare if he wanted to, if Mazine
So
had played the second one.
that was interesting. Mazine said, you know what, I don't want to play the other Fireburner just for the 3-1 to hit into it. But it actually ended up doing a lot more because now Lou doesn't have a Last Nightmare target, which
Yeah,
means
I
he
mean,
can't get his Windborn Champion to be a 4-4. So now in
well,
order to kill the 6-3, like maybe you just Kingsguard.
well, he doesn't need to kill it, does he? Like if he doesn't want to. Uh,
Yeah, this
I
was an
think
option for sure. But I feel like
so. Lou will. I mean, there's still a campfire though, so which Lou should know about because no one actually plays campfire. They all play on Outline Ranger. So
right.
Mazine's almost certainly going to campfire his 6-3. Like I think Mazine's actually completely clawed his way back into this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
But I think he could actually just um, debate bombs. Well, okay, he could have debated bomb slinger in the ghoul, or he could have debated flame burst in it.
yeah, I don't think you have a bomb slinger, but flame burst versus campfire, it saves you from well vampires. So yeah, that worked out quite well for him.
Lou's actually ahead though, even if he lost Nightmares it, I feel like.
Is he though? How big are those 2 Firebringers?
I think there's 7/7s. Yeah.
I'm not sure he is ahead then, because he only plays 2 Last Nightmares, and Mazine did get the offensive mountain. So every turn, Mazine can just slam a Firebringer on him. And yeah, he can only last nightmare too. I mean, I guess vampires sort of count as well. But Lou isn't collecting at all.
Yeah, you're right. This is a bit weird. So you're just... Oh, again, I think he should have pulled the unit to deny that harvest if he wants to hit face. Right?
Yeah.
If he pulled it down right, even if his Keen's Guard was here, it's still able to trade, but he misses out on harvesting.
And there's still this campfire, so I guess you just... Yeah. I
Okay, I
think
take it back. Mazine is actually looking to win this now.
you just Firebringer offensively and campfire the 6/3 and hit face for 7, right?
You let the champion trade then.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
just...
think that's right.
I mean, but they still don't have a good trade on the other one. I don't know. It's just really awkward that, like, where do you play the Firebringer now? But I don't think you can not play it.
I think you
It's
win via just out harvesting or outvaluing your
but,
opponent, so I feel like...
like this is so awkward because now Lou is never going to go near the bottom right of the battlefield, but you've got the 7/7
Yeah, I
enforcer
don't
there
think
but
playing
not
the
doing anything.
7/7 there is right.
But if you don't play it there and Lou has Vampire or Soul Drain, he Soul Drains or Vampire to 7/1, comes down and kills the Bomb Slinger, and you don't play Ground Shaker, like you're actually behind at that point. That's
But
why I
he
think
has
I
Bomb
play
Slinger, so you could just Bomb Slinger the 5/5.
Bomb Slinger 5. I mean, yeah, but that's still not good, right? Like doing Bomb Slinger for 1 damage.
I think that's still advantageous to Well, I think Mazine
It's
would
more
still be
like,
in the lead is what I'm trying to say.
yeah, maybe
Like,
it
when
would be
Mazine's
both.
in the lead, if he's doing, like,
Actually, you know what?
equal plays or somewhat equal plays, then I think that favors Mazine for sure.
Yes, sir. Oh man, does he have to hit this with the 7/1? That's oh no, no. Oh, of course he does twist the vampires. That's really nice. But yeah, like in this 7/7 is now just relegated to being a collector when it needed to be a win condition.
Yeah.
So lose, yeah,
Well, now you certainly have to outcast.
yeah. But yeah, so this is what I was saying about Red Rush in the late game. So Mazine's been collecting with it, which is really nice. But I think he needed to transition into aggro slightly faster.
Oh, that's a
Because,
really cool play.
yeah, that's really nice. But he gets punished by any pull. Because the...
Right.
Well, so I guess Lou's just going to take 7 to it, and then Last Nightmare next turn.
The only value Mazine can get out of his deck now is just playing Hate Seeds for 1 or 0. Other
Yeah,
than that, like, Bomb Slingers are nice, but you're also running out of those. In fact, I think
yeah,
that's the last Bomb Slinger.
yeah. Yeah, okay. So Mazine needs to do what he's doing and actually force Lou to constantly react. Because, like, your creatures are crazy efficient if they're trading. The problem is if they, you know... So this 7/7 at the bottom right, like, it's just a 4-mana collector. That's all it is. I guess it can't get killed by Windborn Champion, which is a bit nice. But it's not the same as dropping a 7/7 on the opponent's face.
Right. This is kind of the issue that Green runs into as well. When you play
Yeah,
that for Durn Force, like, sometimes it's just a collector.
exactly. Oh, okay. So he's just soul draining it? That's fair.
Yeah, I think that's the correct line. +1 drop charger on the top,
As he
well,
used
maybe
to be
bottom
able to.
left for us.
Yeah. Is he gonna kill the... Yeah, you kill it, right?
Oh yeah, I think so for
And
sure.
then
You
he
kill it.
can still +1 Last Nightmare hit for 4. This
Well,
is still very hard
now
for
you
me.
+1 Bomb Slinger play Hate Seed for 0, right?
Where are you bomb slinging?
You just Bomb Slinger the Vampire,
Yeah, I guess you have to.
and then you play Hate Seed by his
Yeah,
face.
I mean, you need to, like he is actually running out of value, so maybe he needs to do something.
Hmm.
No, you know what? I prefer this play. Like Mazine has at least 2 hate seeds left, 1 Firebringer, 1 bomb slinger. Like if he's double collecting versus double collecting, that's really not that bad a spot.
The problem is, you know, yellow has these removal cards. He hasn't played a single Last Nightmare. Like,
Mm.
if the yellow player just kills your double harvester, even if it's inefficient, like, yellow is still winning those trades or exchanges.
Yeah. So how do you play this as Lou? Maybe you desert at the top right and desert twisted the vampire up to collect, then kill his 5/2, and then Last Nightmare the 7/7 and hit for 6.
I think I just Desert Twister the Axe Grinder and trade with the Charger,
Fair enough.
and
So
then
you get
drop
to,
Deathwish School.
yeah, maybe that. Oh, you don't want to. Oh, I want a last name at the 7/7. I think that Mazine, like, if he has no collectors and you hit him for 6, I think he's in a pretty rough position.
You don't think you'd rather just set up the Deathwish to be a collector?
Where?
Where the Charger is. Because the Charger's going to trade with the Axe Grinder with the line I'm saying.
Oh, why would you trade Charger with Axe Grinder? Like, your opponent's so low on mana, that even if they have the ciphers, I think it's like worth making them ciphers.
Oh,
The
that's
7/2.
interesting. So I was thinking like the punish to the line he just took was now you could bomb Sooner the 7/2 and drop the hate seed aggressively, and the opponent doesn't have enough fairy at a vampire, so you get to,
Mhm.
put 8 damage by your opponent's orb. Oh my god, your mic, one sec. Well, I have it muted to OBS so that you can still talk and it won't go through. Oh, it's fixed. Okay, so I'll turn it back on. Okay. So what do you think Lou does here?
So he has.
Wow, Wind Soldier, what a top deck. So now he can trade into the 4/2 if he wants to, though I feel like it's not a trade you want to do because the hate seed's still double collecting.
Yeah, there's no real need to. I like dropping Deathwish Ghoul.
If you Wind Soldier to collect, can you still push it? No.
I would. Hmm. How many? So he's killed two Firebringers. I would at least consider Last Nightmaring that 4/5 at some point.
I think Shinum Pest and Hate Seed are the two biggest things he could summon. Unless you count Keen's Faithful as being potentially
I think
bigger.
he has one more Firebringer. Or we're
No,
using time.
he played all three, didn't he?
Oh, I.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
played all three.
Yeah, you're right. He played one in the early games, a
Yeah.
4/4. Yeah. Oh, in that case, yeah. I mean, you just want to stop the collecting, right? That will stop the collecting, I guess.
If you play Keen's Faithful, you play it by the Vampire, right?
Yeah.
I would do it beside it on the mountain. Yeah,
Just so we can't get away.
right.
How many cards left in Mazine's deck? So this could definitely go to deck out. How many?
13 cards.
And one champion has been used.
Was it just one? Yeah, I think just one.
So Lou still has some power left in his deck. Oh, that's cool. So you can double Eradrin Fanatic to kill the 4/2 that's collecting. I like that quite a lot. Yeah, Lou agrees.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
never
You could
mind.
have
No,
killed the
Lou.
Hate Seed.
How? Oh,
With the Vampire, double pushing it.
Actually, you know what? Maybe going face is better. He has these two Wind Soldiers as well. That's actually,
A lot of
yeah,
damage.
yeah. Can Mazine actually stop this?
With what we can see Mazine has, not really, but like Outcast could block for a turn.
So there's vampires coming. There's double Wind Soldiers coming. So I mean,
It depends
So
on whether he makes a heads-up play of playing Steam Fortune Forcer defensively or offensively.
oh, I think I'm
And it
pretty
looks like
sure
he's
he's
going
going
for
to
the
play it.
offensive play, yeah.
No, I think he's playing it defensively. I guess we'll see.
Now, I think Mazine should play it defensively,
I think.
based off my speculation of how this game's going, but
Well, he can't see Lou's hand, but yeah,
right.
like Lou's set up to only be collecting one well, which is a pretty big suggestion that Lou's going all in.
Yeah, my logic as well is seeing Lou push all of his stuff to the bottom left and hit face with a push is he's just trying to all in now.
Yeah, and Lou decks first, so actually you don't need to do
To
anything
pressure
else with
face,
him.
you just need
Yeah.
to fatigue him out, yeah. So do we think this is actually over for Mazine?
Um,
Or could Mazine still manage to block his orb?
Luke can double Wind Soldier and 6 his opponent. Like double Wind Soldier clear the Cemetery and the 4-2 and then 6 his opponent. And then Mazine basically needs to top deck a removal spell or he loses.
Oh, why would you play both? You just have the
Oh,
3-2 kill the structure and Wind Soldier to collect and trade into the 4-2. Or actually you can't collect, my bad.
Because I want to do 6 damage and put the opponent to 3, because then my opponent dies to any of my 2 creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's better.
Oh, okay. But so he loses 3 damage, but he gets to play a Windborne Charger and I guess a Fanatic. Wait, he didn't play the Charger?
Did he rope?
I think he roped. Like, there's no way you don't play another creature there,
Oh,
right?
this could be really bad.
But he's still,
but
well,
he's won. That's it.
yeah,
It's game over.
Yeah, nice, nice finish by Lou. That was a really tense game.
Yeah.
Would I guess